Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, nestled between rolling hills and misty meadows, there lay an enchanted forest. Moonlight filtered through the ancient trees, casting a soft glow upon the moss-covered ground. Beneath the emerald canopy lived creatures of magic and mystery. In this mystical realm, there were whispers of the Crystal Caverns, a place rumored to hold unimaginable treasures. Legends spun tales of the caverns as a treasure trove of ancient magic and secrets. Far beneath the surface, these caves were like a meeting point for the Earth's magic, forming brilliant crystals with special powers. The underground world pulsed with the heartbeat of the land, where the raw magic weaved through the rocks, creating a spectacle of radiant wonders. Our story begins with two unlikely companions, Lila, a brave elf with emerald eyes, and Thorin, a dwarf whose heart was as stout as his stature. Lila and Thorin embarked on a quest to uncover the secrets of the Crystal Caverns, where a legendary dragon guarded the entrance. As they ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, they encountered glowing mushrooms that illuminated their path, leading them to the first challenge of their daring adventure. A mischievous sprite appeared, dancing among the mushrooms. To enter the Crystal Caverns, prove your bravery with a riddle, the sprite proclaimed. Lila and Thorin exchanged determined glances, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The sprite, with a twinkle in its eye, posed a riddle that echoed through the moonlit woods like a gentle breeze. In the silence of night, where the nymphs whisper, what has roots that nobody sees and is taller than trees? Lila furrowed her brow, contemplating the riddle, while Thorin scratched his head with his stout fingers. Suddenly, a soft, melodious voice echoed from the shadows. It was Elenia, the wise nymph of the enchanted forest, drawn by the riddle's resonance. With a knowing smile, Elenia whispered, "It's a mountain, dear travelers. Its roots are deep within the earth, and its peak touches the skies." The sprite clapped its hands in delight, and with a magical sparkle, a path illuminated before them, leading the adventurers deeper into the enchanted forest. As a token of gratitude, Elenia gifted Lila and Thorin enchanted amulets that would protect them on their quest. The companions bowed graciously and continued their journey, guided by the ethereal glow of the enchanted amulets. Their path led them to the edge of the enchanted forest, where a rickety bridge spanned a chasm shrouded in mist. The air was thick with ancient magic, and the moon's glow seemed to wane in the face of an ominous presence. As Lila and Thorin cautiously approached the bridge, a ghostly figure materialized before them. It was Kyle, the guardian of the cursed bridge, bound by an ancient spell to test the courage of those who sought passage. "Only the brave may cross this bridge," Kyle intoned, his voice echoing like distant thunder. "Face your deepest fears, and the path shall be revealed." The companions exchanged determined glances once more, ready to confront the shadows that lurked within their own hearts. The bridge creaked and groaned as they ventured forth, each step resonating with the haunting whispers of their fears. Shapes and shadows danced at the edges of their vision, but Lila and Thorin pressed on, fueled by the bravery that burned within. Having successfully navigated the cursed bridge, Lila and Thorin found themselves in the Whispering Woods. The trees seemed to murmur secrets, and the air was filled with an otherworldly hum. As they delved deeper, they stumbled upon a clearing where peculiar creatures gathered. A trio of wise owlbears, known as Hoot, Flutter, and Snarl, emerged from the shadows. With eyes gleaming like polished gemstones, they spoke in unison. "Brave travelers, we sense the fire of courage within you. The Crystal Caverns await, but beware, for danger lies ahead." Hoot, Flutter, and Snarl joined Lila and Thorin, offering their unique skills and keen senses to aid the quest. The companions, now strengthened by newfound allies, continued their journey through the Whispering Woods, where the trees whispered secrets of the Crystal Caverns and the challenges that awaited them. And so, with glowing mushrooms lighting their way, enchanted amulets protecting their hearts, and the owlbears as loyal companions, Lila and Thorin pressed forward, ready to face the mysteries that unfolded in the moonlit woods. The Crystal Caverns beckoned, and the bravery of our unlikely heroes would be put to the ultimate test. The Whispering Woods gradually gave way to an eerie labyrinth, its twisting corridors shrouded in shadows. Lila and Thorin, accompanied by their owlbear allies, faced a new challenge. The air grew thick with anticipation as they navigated the labyrinth's dark passages, where every step seemed to echo through unseen chambers. Strange whispers enveloped them, tempting the adventurers to take false turns and unsettling their resolve. The owlbears, however, proved invaluable, their keen senses detecting the true path amidst the deceptive shadows. The companions' trust in one another and their newfound allies guided them through the labyrinth, bringing them one step closer to the heart of the Crystal Caverns. As they emerged from the labyrinth, the landscape transformed into a mesmerizing dreamscape. Illusions danced upon the walls, reflecting the deepest desires of those who gazed upon them. Lila, Thorin, and their owlbear companions found themselves surrounded by mirages, promising riches, fame, and the fulfillment of long-forgotten dreams. Yet, the companions remained steadfast, recognizing the illusions for what they were. With courage in their hearts, they pressed forward, resisting the allure of false promises. The mirages faded away, revealing the true path that led to the heart of the Crystal Caverns. Bravery had once again triumphed over the enchanting whispers of the mystical realm. The shimmering chamber within the heart of the Crystal Caverns echoed with a low hum of magic as Lila, Thorin, and their owlbear companions faced the magnificent dragon, the guardian of the caverns. Its scales glittered like a sea of gemstones, and its eyes held the wisdom of ancient ages. With a regal nod, the dragon unleashed a torrent of magic, transforming the chamber into a shifting labyrinth of illusions and challenges. The companions found themselves surrounded by towering walls that seemed to close in, creating a maze that twisted and turned in ways impossible to predict. The air crackled with energy as the first trial began. Lila, agile as a leaf dancing in the wind, took the lead, deciphering the illusionary paths with her keen elven senses. Thorin, his dwarven determination unwavering, followed closely, his sturdy frame a bulwark against the disorienting magic. As they navigated the labyrinth, illusions of fearsome creatures materialized, testing the companions' resolve. Owlbears, their newfound allies, stood at the ready, claws unsheathed, facing down the illusory foes. The chamber became a battlefield, each step fraught with the uncertainty of what might manifest next. The dragon's voice echoed through the maze, challenging them with riddles that required not only intellect, but also the courage to face the unknown. With each correct answer, the illusions dissipated, revealing a clearer path forward. But for every victory, a new challenge arose, pushing the adventurers to the limits of their endurance. In the heart of the labyrinth, the dragon conjured illusions of their deepest fears, shadows of the past and visions of futures uncertain. Yet, Lila, Thorin, and the owlbears stood resilient, their bravery a shield against the onslaught of doubts and illusions. With each fear confronted, the illusions shattered like glass, leaving behind a trail of shattered fears in their wake. Finally, as the last illusion faded, the labyrinth transformed into a vast, open arena. The dragon, its eyes gleaming with approval, descended to the center. A magical barrier shimmered, creating an otherworldly battleground where the true test of strength and bravery awaited. The dragon unfurled its wings, and with a majestic roar, the final battle commenced. The cavern echoed with the clash of magic, the thunderous beats of dragon wings, and the resolute strikes of companions united against a common foe. Lila danced with grace, dodging the dragon's breath with acrobatic finesse. Thorin, wielding his mighty axe, stood firm, deflecting the dragon's attacks with dwarven resilience. The owlbears, once protectors of the labyrinth, now surged forward with united force, their claws and beaks meeting the dragon's scales. The air was charged with magic, and the companions, their bonds forged through trials and challenges, fought as one against the guardian. With a final, resounding clash, the dragon yielded. The shimmering chamber, once a battlefield, now resonated with a harmonious hum as the dragon acknowledged the bravery that had unfolded within its depths. The magical barrier dissipated, revealing the treasures of the Crystal Caverns bathed in a radiant glow. As the companions caught their breath, the dragon spoke with warmth in its voice. In facing the illusions and battling your deepest fears, you have proven the bravery that lies within. The Crystal Caverns now entrust their treasures to the courageous hearts that have earned them. And so, with the dragon's blessing and the echoes of their triumph in the air, Lila, Thorin, and the owlbears emerged from the shimmering chamber, their resolve unbroken, and the treasures of the Crystal Caverns secured in the radiant glow of their victory. As Lila, Thorin, and the owlbears exited the caverns, the enchanted forest welcomed them once more. Glowing mushrooms, the whispering trees, and the moonlit woods accompanied their journey back. With the treasures of the Crystal Caverns safely in their possession, and their hearts brimming with newfound bravery, the adventurers returned home, forever cherishing the magical tale of their daring quest. And so, in a land far, far away, where legends were etched in the glow of enchanted realms, the story of Lila, Thorin, and the Crystal Caverns became a timeless bedtime tale, inspiring generations to embrace bravery on their own fantastical journeys.